Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Are you looking for, to become like a guild master like me, or are you looking for, certain guilds that you want to go in? Make sure you guys check out this video because I will tell everything about the guild and everything about the guild. So, all right, let's go ahead and do that. I know a lot of you guys, some actually not a lot, but some of you guys who wanted to make your own guild asked me, what are some of the things that I have to do, and things like that. I believe in order to make a guild is only like 100,000 gold or something, is really cheap. I think the minimum level is like what, 5. So the requirements are not as important, but so the guild is 30% maximum guild, and you guys can see that there's a bunch of people that in our guild. And basically your job, for instance, like as a guild master, is to go on to the login page and kick out the people who didn't log in for the day or two. For instance, like I would kick him out who hasn't been logged on for 2 days. Now, this could sound very, like, in a way, very brutal and things like that, but having all the people log on gives you a huge advantage. That's why it's very crucial for you to go ahead and then kick those people out so you have maximum number of people who log on every single day. So that for as a guild master, that's what you should do. And let's go ahead and then look. So on the bottom you guys can see for global 1-2 how many people logged on today, yesterday, and blah blah blah. Now there's a guild skills here, and you guys can see that even though our guild is level 10, I only did the first two. The reason is the first one grants you higher the more exp you get through the dungeons and things like that. So the farming basically gets faster. That's why you try to max this one, as well as the one right next to the gold as well, because there is so limited amount of ways where you can get a gold in this game. I say gold is harder to get than ruby. Therefore, you max these two. The other two is chance of getting a hero and things like that, but you don't really need it, uh, because the more if you do this, you have less chance of getting gold. And then the reason why you do the other one is because so that you could get more golds. So by raising the other ones, you have less likely to get gold. Therefore, you don't raise the other two. But you could always go ahead and then do that as well. But it's just a lot of the other guilds and they something that they do as well. So that's that. And you guys can go ahead and then write your whatever the things. And the guild history all the way in the corner sees uh, who joined and who left, blah blah blah. And this one shows who didn't log on yesterday and things like that. You guys can also go ahead and kick out through this way, or you could also like message them like can you log on, blah blah blah. And here's the where you can add. I mean, you could join a guild and things like that. Now there's a lot of guilds that are not full, but you guys can see that just try go on to a lot of different kinds of guild and see the days that how often they most of the guild members log on. Some of them I've seen that is some are very active and some are not, so it's just completely in a way for some of them is waste of time, especially like the some of the guilds where the guild master is not been has not been logged on for like, let's say over 50 days, but there's a lot of other guild members that are present like every single day. So it's just very wasteful. So make sure you guys just go look around for the guilds. Some are private, some are, like a public, so you could join freely. Some you have to wait for their pending and things like that. So make sure you guys go ahead and do that. And then next is, this is just the rewards. So at max, if everyone logs on, you'll get 40 keys plus 60,000 gold. So 60,000 gold is a lot actually. So that's why it's really important to have 30 members try to log on every single day. And the Castle Rush, you guys all know, and you guys can go ahead and then check those out. I think mine is 7 night points as soon because I've been very unlucky and didn't get anything. Next, the guild battle is out, and that's also, you guys can check that out for everything about the guild battle page. So besides that, you can communicate through chat to the guild members and things like that. And then let's go to something that is important. You can, once you press that, you could go ahead and turn on, as a public or, as a private. And you can also go ahead and then do whichever one. They have to have, I believe, certain number of really like high participation and things like that. And once you do that, you can go ahead and then grant them as the vice guild master or the guild master and things like that as well. So I guess it costs ruby. I've never did it. And then the one all the way on the left is disbanding the guild, which you don't want to do. And this is something new that I don't know if it's out in global because I haven't checked out. But this is the guild, the castle that we have. So I will tell you the different ones, but you can go ahead and then claim a lot of these like extra bonus stuff. So that's just really nice. I will go ahead and explain all these. So the first one is a castle. This one is basically, like your guild. The higher you go, the higher ones you can make for the other ones. The first one is the market, and this one, you could get one, random items from whatever. And I'll go ahead and open the one that I just received, so you guys can check that out. But you never know what you can get from here. And obviously the higher you go, the better the rewards. So it's the gold key honor points, 3 to 6 star, summoning. But as you go on, it'll be higher, which is really great. Next one is like I don't know, like a hotel, I guess, motel, whatever. And this one is where you can get one of the random 3 buff every day. And every basically time when you try to start playing the 7 night per that day, this is the page where you want to go to and claim this first, because you could either get the one that is defense goes up by 10%, attack and magic goes up by 10%, or attack, magic, and defense goes up by 10%. So it's randomly you could get one of them. And this applies in adventure, tower, raid, and boss. So it's just really great. Pretty much this applies to almost everything, so except arena. So that's really great. So make sure you guys go ahead and do that. And next one, this one is the blacksmith. So this is where you can also get let's see, this is where you can do, I guess, some kind of things with a, what do you call, weapons and things. So I could go ahead and then just do this because we have so many, and I'll go ahead and explain what we can do. So besides that, the next one is the laboratory, and the laboratory makes you have the certain guild points that you get. So like I said, I just claimed 1,000 the guild points. So it's just steadily you could get it, so you can get faster basically. And like I said, higher you go, the more you get. Uh, Also, the castle rush damage increases by 10%. So this is the first thing that you wanna, I guess, raise if you want your team or your guild to be on those like a top tier guilds for the damages. And this is the Watchtower, and what it does is it just gives extra boost and defense when enemies attack you for the guild battle. So these are for, once again, for the guild battle, as guild battle and like castle rush, like a very group based. So if you're in a very competitive guilds, I guess you want to focus laboratory, Watchtower, and things like that. But um, for me, we don't really compete unless you're in those top 0% or 1%. Most of them focus on the other ones first, because this is directly related to your daily kind of things where it helps you on. So you guys can go ahead and do that. And the castle, you can constantly do that. Now once you begin building, there's a time, and then for instance this one is 1 day. You could donate, and what it does is for every 10,000 gold that you donate, it reduces by 1 minute. So it would quite a lot, but that's what you guys can go ahead and do. But honestly, unless you go up to the really higher one, you don't really need to donate to reduce these times. So that's pretty much everything. You could go ahead and then change the one also if you want. There's some special ones, because these are for the getting certain, the what is it, the tiers for the guild battles. So these are things that where you can go ahead and then change to. And uh, you could also the guild level up, but we're actually max points, so we can't do that. But all right, that's it for the guild video. I hope this helped you guys, for those of you who are trying to become a guild master, or creating a guild among your friends and things like that. I try to translate as much as possible for the Korean version, and hopefully this comes out in global as well, or it might be already out. So I hope this was a helpful video for you guys, and until next time, see you guys.